Hey guys, this is John. I'm playing QvC in the 3-minute pool on ICC. This guy used to be untitled or anonymous, but now I see he has an IM next to his name. He is a German IM by the looks of it. Let's see how this line treats us. Let's go bishop d6. So the point of this system with white delaying d4 is that he might go g4 soon. So let's see. Let's see what he does. Plays an early capture. If I take with the e pawn, knight d4 could be annoying. If I take with the c pawn, knight b5 could be annoying. So I'll take with the e pawn, all things considered. Knight d4 is probably the critical test of this position. Yeah, and he plays it. So he can get into f5 now. And I'm just going to retreat to f8. And then play g6 coming. Maybe even fianchetto my bishop. How about that? How about that for a plan? I kind of like the look of that. I feel like he's going to play f4 if I wait. So let's just go here. Force him back to f3. See, your knight journey was for naught. It was all for nothing. This is an interesting position. I'm just going to line up my rook with his queen. Very interesting position. Just go rook e8, useful. His dilemma will be whether to take, and he does take. Which way to take back? I'm going to take with a pawn. This is dynamic. I think I might have a decent chance to play d4 in the future, so let's do it. d4 now. d4 now doesn't quite work. So let's go queen a5. He might just hide his queen, queen b1. Very unusual to have a bishop on g7 and a hanging pawn structure like this. So these are the hanging pawns, d5 and c5. More often I play against the hanging pawns than with them, so this is a new experience. I always wonder if this guy's username was related to that QvC channel with all the infomercials. You know, they're selling stuff like knives and random stuff you might need, and housewares and all sorts of knickknacks. Wonder if this guy's like a fan of that show, that channel. Queen d2. So he's threatening knight takes d5. It's rather awkward for me if I allow that, which I won't. How about this? It gets... let's try it. I'm a little wary about I'm wary about ceding the d4 square, but I get c5 for my knight, so maybe it's okay. But I can't jump into c5 yet again because he has that same idea. So I need to play some move to safeguard my queen, probably. Now let's just go here. Just go knight e5. I feel like the knight belongs on c5, but I'm not sure what to do about that knight takes d5 counterattack. This is a tactical theme I alluded to in past videos. Okay, so he does that. Okay, let's just do this. Let's trade. Let's defend with the bishop. Probably rook c2 coming. What happens if I jump in? Let's do it. He's got to take me pretty much. My c-pawn and my bishops just look annoying.
Check.
Oh, and actually, okay, I'm just winning a piece. I was about to play rook c8, but this just wins outright. Okay, he's pinned. Cool. So knight d3, is that nearly decisive at the end? Looks like it, because I'm hitting his rook, I'm hitting his bishop. If he moves his rook, I guess he might be able to go there. Maybe. Because then if I play c3, he can take, and take. And, yeah, white's escaping. So rook d1, what could I do? I could take on b2, but then he plays rook takes. And again, I feel I'm letting him slip away. Yeah, take and take. And I guess now he should either trade rooks with me or maybe move this rook to d1, let's say. Double up on the d file. Just have a look-see with the engine. Take, take, rook takes c8. Yeah. So this was okay for him if he chose this route. Instead, yeah, king e1 is just a blunder.
Check.
Take, take, take d4 over. Let's check something. I'm kind of curious about, let's see, coming up here. So this, wow, the computer hates this idea. Maybe b6 being played this early. Computer really doesn't like this for me. I mean, the times that I've seen b6, admittedly, it has been like after black has castled already. But actually, I think I coped with the knight d4 to f5 idea pretty well. Engine says my best move is knight b8 in this position to defend c6. Oh joy. So I went here. He jumped into f5, I dropped back. Yeah, maybe this isn't so bad. I get to fianchetto my bishop. Force his knight all the way back. See, no one would be the wiser that he went knight f3 to d4 to f5, and I went bishop to d6 to f8 to g7. No one would be the wiser if they just looked at this position. So here, so taking with the knight, yeah, that was also a valid possibility. Maybe I should have done that based on the position of his queen. Like if he had already played rook c1 here, and I was taking with the knight, then he could hide his queen, queen b1. But I guess what the engine is arguing is that if rook c1 here, then yeah, a move like this is somewhat awkward for him already. Though maybe queen b1 can be played. Ah, but I have tactics like that. Aha. And if he takes, I go and check and probably take on e3 with play. So I took with the pawn, accepting these hanging pawns. I was trying to say hanging and dangling at the same time. Hangling. Because some people call them the dangling pawns. Like a dangling participle. But this is sneaky, queen d2. Because he's trying to take advantage of my undefended queen on a5. The threat is knight takes d5, as I was alluding to during the game. Maybe I should just move my queen, is it saying? Like, I didn't want to play queen b6 because I thought knight a4 with tempo was bad. But queen d8, going all the way back, computer thinks is best. So I played c4. Yeah, maybe it wasn't the best move. I guess I should maintain my flexibility with these two pawns. Knight e5. Okay. Seems like I like this move. Because I really want to go knight c5, but again, I didn't like that. Didn't like the fact that he could do this knight takes d5 move.
Check.
That old tactic. He wins a pawn. So I played knight e5. He went knight e4.
Check.
I traded. I like bishop a6 because my bishop doesn't have anything to do with the pawn on b7 anymore. So it's better suited on this diagonal where it supports knight d3 and also supports my pawn on c4. Yeah, and you guys saw the rest. White had to trade rooks or maybe play rook d1, maybe. Guess that's not quite as good. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And please leave me any feedback in the comments. Thanks, guys.